Jack the Yak writes, I have video requests. Can you do one where you go over your closet? And you know what, Jack the Yak, this inspired me. Like a lot. We're getting into spring now, and you know what that means, everyone. It's the time for new beginnings, and in that spirit, and inspired by the lovely comment from Jack the Yak, I feel that fashion might be the direction that I will take this channel from now on. We have long discussed the inevitable makeup channel, and we will get there one day, but I feel that for now and from now on, this will be a fashion channel. I thought I'd start off this new chapter of my YouTube career and my life by going through some outfits that I have styled recently. But before we begin though, here is a word from this video's sponsor. Now I know what you're thinking, what the hell, a sponsored video? And believe me, you're not as surprised and confused as I am. But a couple of weeks back, Filippo Loretti contacted me and said, you are handsome and attractive and cool and would look good in a watch. They didn't say that, but they did ask if I wanted for them to send me a watch in exchange for a short video review. And as you might have noticed in the last couple of videos, I've been sort of into watches recently, and so I said yes please, of course. And well, yes, here it is. And I must say it is very nice. To me, a person who knows very little about watches still, this seems like a very high quality, robust and nice looking one. I feel almost royal wearing this, you know. I feel that this is by far the fanciest thing about my whole self right now. It tells the time, it's fashionable, got a nice weight to it, and who knows, it might even taste good, I don't know. Compared to major brands in the world of watches, Filippo Loretti's watches are incredibly cheap. As I said, seems to not skip out on the quality at all. They're also kind enough to have given me a discount code that you, dear viewer, can use if you fancy buying one of these watches yourself. You get 15% off, and I'll put the code in the description. I believe it is the Slappee 15. So if you'd like 15% off on an already very affordable and lovely looking watch like this one, do check out the link and the discount code below. Okay, so let the fashion show begin. Now for my everyday outfits, I do like some splashes of color, but not too much, you know, I am Scandinavian after all. So this is kind of typical of what I used to wear when I'm just out and about. Simple black trousers with a white t-shirt, but with a yellow backpack for that splash of color. The shoes are from Muji. I have so much stuff from Muji, as you'll see soon, and I like to keep them very noticeably dirty. That way I guarantee that no one with actual taste will hit on me, which is good. If I feel like betraying my personality and going with something a bit more cool, I love this weird black short sleeve hoodie thing I found in Tokyo. I wear this when I feel I need to compensate for the blonde puff, you know. I like adding this jacket as well to further pretend to be cool. It inevitably fails quite quickly though. If I really want to make an impression on someone, the hoodie is just long enough to simply wear without any trousers on. This is a rather bold look for sure, but it works great if you want to really impress your mother and father-in-law, you know. Now, of course, some days you don't want to impress anyone, you just want to stay in and cozy up in one of your boyfriend's oversized hoodies. Am I right, everyone? Sadly, I don't have a handsome boyfriend, but I do have a handsome brother. So when I want to feel real secure and cozy, I put on one of his shirts and a pair of his underwear. You can just tuck the shirt in your belt as well to turn a rather sloppy look into one worthy of any red carpet, if you ask me. I said I have lots of Muji clothes, and goodness, I do. Everything I'm wearing here is from Muji. I used to work in the Muji shop on Carnaby Street back in London, and since then I have loved their stuff. I really like the sort of minimalistic Japanese style. I have way more, but in order to keep this video reasonably short, let's move on to the training outfit. If you've seen my day in the life of a language student video, you know that I try to run and work out at least a little bit every day, if I can. I need to stay in okay shape in order to justify the copious amounts of red wine I drink as soon as there is no camera pointing at me. As you can see, pretty straightforward stuff with black everything, t-shirt, training pants, sneakers. Again, make sure they're very dirty if you want to steal my look, you know. You can also do Dr. Martin boots if you want that extra weight on your run, or if you just want to rock that casual neo-Nazi look. Now here's a trick, everyone. I like taking this cute pink scarf and shoving it down my pants to add some bulk, if you know what I mean. You can't really see it here sadly because of the lighting, but it is pretty effective. If your confidence needs an even girthier boost, and let's face it guys, we've all needed it at one point, I like going for some onions. Just get them all snug and at home down there, you know? Okay, on to occasions where you need to be a bit more presentable, a bit more dollied up, like an important date or a work party or something. Again, I am terribly Swedish. I do like wearing black, as you might have noticed. I usually go for these beetle boot looking shoes with a black shirt. Simple and effective, people. Of course, if you feel like it, you can add some shades to complete this mysterious look, you know? Now, I'm nearsighted, so I can't actually see anything in these. But what does it matter if you can't see others when they can see you, you know? Confidence is everything, people. Now, if you notice the date might be faltering a bit, they might be losing a bit of interest in you, you might want to turn up the heat by buttoning up a button or two. Let loose that hot-blooded Latino lover we all have inside us. If your date or your boss or whoever you're with is not squirming in your sheets within 15 minutes of you doing this, they clearly have no fucking taste. This next shirt I really like as well. It's a bit less formal perhaps, a bit more of a washed cowboy look with this one. I also really like it because you can suddenly make some magic happen. Do this and command any room that you're in, you know. This peach tank top really works with any of these other outfits as well, by the way, and in any situation, I'd argue. Like a job interview, for instance. For that though, if you need to be boring, I do recommend a simple white tucked in shirt and a tie. Of course, make sure the tie is short enough to look like it was tied for and by a 7-year-old. Again, if the interview isn't really going the way you wanted, it might be because of your tie placement. I like experimenting with it and see what feels right in the moment, you know? It works pretty well as a bandana, for instance. And as a final move to secure that position, you can go semi-shirtless. This look screams confidence with some added sexual tension, you know? Now there's just one more outfit I'd like to show you. It's a very popular one here in Sweden. We call this one jävla överklasskuk. This is what I wear when I take the boat out to skärgården to vaska some bottles of champagne, you know. Vaska is a term describing buying, for instance, $100 bottle of champagne and pouring it out straight away, just because you can. The white trousers, tucked in pastel shirt and the tied sweater over the shoulders work well with the back slick to give off an aura that screams modesty without in any way being repulsive to anyone. This is coincidentally what people outside of Stockholm think that all Stockholmers look like. I find it incredibly unnerving just how well I think I can pull this look off. Thank you so much again to Filippo Loretti for sponsoring this video and sending me this lovely timepiece. This is my first and, let's face it, probably last sponsored video. But yeah, do use the coupon code in the description to get 15% off. That is probably the only thing about this video that is not related to the date on which it is posted. If you use the Slappee 15, I think it is, you will get 15% off at Filippo Loretti, the watch company. This is insane. Alright, as always, thank you very much for watching. I hope I will see you in the next video. Goodbye.